MMA back with another banger. Like, comment, subscribe, spam the comments. Cult fan base, 1 subscriber. Let's go. We're hitting 10K by year end. Trust me on that. Okay, today we're going over nightmare matchups for every UFC champion. Starting off with the flyweight division, I make my own rules. I make the rules of MMA YouTube, and I don't care if this guy's not in the UFC. Muhammad Mokaev is Alejandro Pantoja's nightmare matchup, bro. Respectfully, there's no one else in this division. I'm a big Manel Cap guy. How can you not be? Manel Cap's not beating Pantoja. Pantoja just got booked against Kai Car-France. Respectfully, Kai Car-France, you're losing and you're getting sent back to an Apex main event against Manel Cap, probably. That's probably what's going to happen. Honestly, if Pantoja beats Kai Car-France, let the guy move up. He deserves it. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Merab versus Pantoja. I think that's a very intriguing fight for hardcores. Yes, I'm a fake hardcore. Get over it. No, but Muhammad Mokaev, grappling-wise, he can hopefully stifle the grappling of Pantoja and create some offensive grappling for himself in that fight. I think he would get outstruck by Pantoja, but look, like, I don't think there's anyone else in the division who can even come close. I don't want to see a Royval rematch. I really don't find that intriguing. Moreno, not intriguing. Is Moreno really 0? I think he's 0-3 against Pantoja. Come on, man. Come on. This is number one bullshit. Okay, next we're going bantamweight. Honestly, there's really no nightmare matchups for Merab, but I'm putting a guy who I think if he's healthy, maybe he has a shot, because I'm pretty sure he had a broken arm in their last fight. I think Umar and O'Malley have the best shot at beating this guy. There's really no one else at bantamweight who has a shot, in my opinion. I don't see like Peter Yan beating him. I don't think Peter Yan has the power nor grappling ability to beat him. I could have seen Aljo, but obviously they would never fight, and Aljo moved up. But I think Umar has the well-roundedness along with good power in his hands to where once Merab ages a little bit, like maybe Merab beats O'Malley and he fights Umar, I think Umar would beat him, honestly. But I think O'Malley has a good chance too. This is kind of a both of those guys. Like O'Malley, the thing about him is if he can keep the fight standing for a more amount of the time, when he's not fighting on one hip, he could find Merab's chin. Look, like O'Malley, say what you want about the guy, maybe his grappling kind of got exposed by Merab. The guy has power. Like, he has a puncher's chance I think he has the most power. It's not ridiculous to say he has the most power in the top 10 of the bantamweight division. Corey Sandhagen, kind of a volume puncher, become kind of a lay in prayer, but the fake hardcores won't like me for that. But Cheeto has good fluke power, but I think O'Malley has a good shot. I think Umar does too. Umar more so because of his well-roundedness. I could see him winning a decision. Could not see O'Malley carrying a decision against Merab. That's my thing. Next, for featherweight, I did the nightmare matchup for Volk and Diego Lopez, and I think that's Movsar Evloev. Look, say what you want about the guy. He's 2-0 since his Lopez fight. Lopez is 5-0. I think we all saw that statistic. Interesting statistic, but look, Evloev's beat some good guys. That Aljo win was really good. Aljo dominated Cater at 145. I think the Aljo win is a good win. I think he already beat Diego Lopez. That win aged very good at the time. People were like, "Oh, it's like when Umar got dropped by that unranked guy." But the unranked guy said, actually, it's not like that at all. Excuse me, but it's like when one of these Dagestani guys gets has a close fight with someone who's ranked below them. Oh, fraud check, blah, blah, blah. Evloev's really good. I think Evloev versus Volk is a tougher fight for him than versus Lopez, but I do think he would beat Diego Lopez. I think Volk is 50-50. I couldn't make a choice on that. I think in a 5-rounder, he still beats Diego Lopez. I'm sorry. I think his grappling is too good. I think Diego Lopez, obviously Evloev doesn't have that much power, but Diego Lopez, like, his chin is in the air, and he's not really a crisp boxer. He's kind of just a swing big meaty hooks and he's like when Conor McGregor hits the heavy bag. That's how he fights, bro. Respectfully, like 2025 Conor McGregor. Look, he's powerful, I know, but Evloev has a really good chin. I just see Evloev beating him by like 48-47, 49-46 decision, and everyone crying. Whoever wins that fight, because Volk. Look, I would pick Volk before the Topuria Makhachev saga, obviously against Diego Lopez, but look, I don't know if the guy's chin can hold up. If Volk's chin is refreshed, he's going to be champion. If Volk doesn't get finished, he's going to be champion, and I could see him finishing Diego Lopez. That's the thing. Because Diego Lopez is not winning a decision against Volk. His gas tank is very questionable. We saw in the Dan Ige fight, he does slow down. So, yeah. Look, Diego Lopez's best win is Brian Ortega. Like, we gotta settle down on the guy. I think he's a little overrated. Next, at lightweight, people are going to be mad at me for not saying Ilya Topuria. I'm saying Arman Tsarukyan. Look, Topuria, great fighter, but he's a featherweight. Look, I understand he weighs X amount out of camp, blah, blah, blah. He hasn't felt lightweight power like Tsarukyan has. He hasn't defended grappling from lightweights like Tsarukyan has. I think Tsarukyan's just, maybe he's not as skilled, but the guy's very good. I think his defensive grappling is better than Ilya. We saw Ilya get taken down by Bryce Mitchell. If you get taken down by Bryce Mitchell a few fights ago, what's Islam Makhachev going to do? I would easily pick Islam Makhachev to beat Topuria, but I think the fight between Tsarukyan and Makhachev was a toss-up in my opinion, which is why I was super pissed when it got called off. I think it's very much a toss-up fight. I think Tsarukyan he's very well-versed, technical on the feet. We saw in the Oliveira fight, he held his own against Charles Oliveira, powerful, good striker who's become very technical. We saw Tsarukyan look unsubmittable against Charles Oliveira, that Darce, and I think he had him in another submission too. Look, I think Tsarukyan's a tougher fight. He's also bigger, and Tsarukyan's built a little bit similar to Volk and Topuria in that he's shorter, but I think he's bigger weight-wise, and the short guys are always tougher to take down. Like Volk, Tsarukyan, Topuria build, very tough to take down, but the reason I'm putting Tsarukyan over Topuria is because we have seen Topuria's takedown defense be compromised and not that good. Next, welterweight, it's highlighted. Shavkat Rakhmonov. That man. Okay, I don't see Bilal losing to JDM. I think JDM has crisp boxing, but I do think he's a little slightly overrated. I think Bilal beats JDM and they give him the Shavkat fight. And look, I think Bilal has the tools to beat Shavkat, but I just don't think he will. I think in 5 rounds, Shavkat will find a way to finish Bilal, whether it's on the ground or by... I could see standing TKO, something like that. That's why I think it's a nightmare matchup. I'm trying to say if I think the champion would lose to this guy. I guess I haven't been doing a good job of that, but I do think Shavkat would beat Bilal. This is a short one. Hamza, really, who do you want me to say? Nasruddin Imavov? I mean, I think Nasruddin Imavov would beat Dricus, but I think Hamza is a tougher fight. Obviously. I think he's a tougher fight. Hamza, look, guys run through everyone. Who beats Robert Whittaker like that? Nobody beats Robert Whittaker like that. He's a marauder. No, he's very good. Shoots takedowns like no other. He's so strong, his sloppy takedowns take people down. I see Hamzat by first round submission against Dricus. I think the Dricus fairy tale is done. The guy's so he's only fought really good strikers. He hasn't fought a guy who's a wrestling heavy first style. Like Robert Whittaker, obviously very well rounded. Strickland's pretty not super well rounded. He has good wrestling, he doesn't use it. Whittaker's not a primary takedown guy or wrestler though. He's a primary striker with the blitz and all that. Drake has shut down the blitz, knocked him out. Adesanya, primary striker. All those guys. So that's why I think I want to see Dricus Hamzat because I want to see Dricus versus a wrestler, and I think Hamzat would submit him in a round. I think Hamzat's just too dominant. Moving on to light heavyweight, Big Onk. There's really no one else in this division I see beating Pereira. He's too powerful, too much momentum. I think you need a guy who mixes in the grappling. I think if Ankalaev is smart, he'll just shoot the takedown. Stay at range. You don't want to take a clean left hook, shoot in, take Pereira down, clinch up. I think that fight is gonna be super boring until Pereira finishes him, or it goes to a decision and Ankalaev wins. Or Ankalaev maybe by ground and pound TKO lands a big elbow, something like that. Ankalaev does have good power, but I just think Pereira. I think his chin is really good at light heavyweight, honestly. I would lean Ankalaev in this matchup, but I could very well see him getting slumped by Pereira if he's I'm going to stand, blah, blah, blah. Or even if he wrestles, I could definitely see Pereira having improved takedown defense because Pereira knows he can stand with this guy. He just needs to defend the takedown. So that's my pick, but this guy is the only guy at light heavyweight I can see beating Pereira just because his mix-up of grappling, wrestling with the striking, being a powerful, technical, good striker, I see Ankalaev having the best chance. Nightmare matchup. Heavyweight, we got Christakis. John Jones is tough. No. Okay, Tom Aspinall. Come, please, John. Hey, John. There's a seagull in my. Have you seen that guy on Instagram Reels? The British guy who sounds exactly like Tom Aspinall. Hopefully, okay, yeah. Okay, good. Look, nothing really to say here. Beat Blades. He's cleared out the division. Beat Pavlovich. Beat Volkov. Beat Sergey Spivak. He's beat everyone, man. He's beat everyone. People forget, man. Tom Aspinall's cleared out like 7 out of the top 10 guys. Only people left for him to fight in heavyweight is Almeida, Gone, and Jones. Pretty much. If you really look at the rankings, bro, Tom Aspinall's almost beat everyone. I'm honestly happy that Gone frauded a win over Volkov because I don't want to see Volkov fight Aspinall again. Respectfully, I would prefer to see the Gone fight. Jones, defender in the wise words of Tony Ferguson, defender vacate MRFer, please. So that's my thoughts. That's my nightmare matchups for every UFC champion. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Spam comments. Spam the algorithm. Let's go. Drop a like. Subscribe. We're going to be the biggest MMA YouTuber very soon. Stay with me on this journey.